Hello Taurus, and welcome to the channel today. Thank you for joining me. I'm going to get straight into the reading. Hope you're all doing really well this week. Whenever you find this reading is when you are meant to find it. I'm being very fluid with my timelines at the moment, so if it's meant for you, it's meant for you, Taurus. Oh, and Spirit are with us already. Here we go. Oh, Taurus, we have some financial constraints. Bear with me. We have, oh, how good is that to see? Blossoming abundance straight after financial constraints. Adjacent possibilities. This is looking exciting for you, Taurus. And woman holding a heart. Just make sure we can get those all in. On the bottom of the deck, we have Goddess of the Moon. So let's have a look at these. Taurus, this won't apply to all of you, but for those of you it resonates with, take the bits that are meant for you. Interesting. I love this layout because obviously we started with financial constraints and nobody really wants to start there, do they? But some of you may be feeling the pinch. We know the standard of living, the cost of living rather, has escalated, certainly in the UK, and I'm pretty sure other countries are the same. So you may be feeling that things are a bit tight. Some of you may have changed your job situation or lost a job, or just maybe it could be to do with the cost of living. There's almost like a tight energy there, a sort of like it says, constraints. It feels restricted. There's a restricted energy with it. But I love the fact that we see this next. Blossoming abundance. So it certainly looks like things are going to improve for you, Taurus. These are the first two cards. So you may already have taken a step towards a better standard of living, or your financial situation may have improved slightly. If it hasn't done, it looks like it's certainly on its way. It looks like it's going to come with choices as well. We have adjacent possibilities here. You see all these doorways that you could choose to walk through, Taurus. It's up to you to choose which one feels right for you. And I say feels right because we have the woman holding the heart. Now, this is definitely a female energy. So I'm connecting with the sort of yin energy. I'm connecting with the more feminine side of your personality, whether you're male or female. It's really important that while you're making choices as to the best way to move forward, that you take into account how it feels to you. Does the energy feel good? Is this something that makes my heart sing? Is it something that just feels right? This is what Spirit are wanting you to pay attention to, because the abundance is definitely there, but you can choose which way you handle it, or which way it comes, not necessarily which way it comes to you, in as much as the door you choose to walk through will determine how you feel about it and how things pan out moving forward. There may be things about these opportunities that are hidden. The moon is very mysterious, as we know. There's often things that are hidden in the moon. So it's really important that this feels right to you and you listen to any intuitive messages you're getting or any instincts about an opportunity. It could be that you have someone stepping forward with a job opportunity and it feels very enticing, but actually doesn't feel quite right. Spirit are saying, listen to your intuition. Choose the doorway that feels right for you, Taurus. Right, let's get a bit more information here. Oop. Let's see what else comes up. This is very much about your financial situation, your standard of living at the moment, and the practical sort of opportunities that are around you. So let's see if there's any additional information. Spirit, what's the matter with these cards, please? They don't want me to use this deck for some reason. Let's go to these ones. Okay, there must be a card that's significant in this deck that they want me to use. So, sometimes it's just a detail in a picture. Hanged Man. You may have felt like you've been living with these financial pressures for quite a long time, Taurus. You know, you may have had concerns about whether or not your job is going to continue, or whether you're going to be made redundant or something of that type. You may have felt that you were never going to escape that situation. I do feel that situation is past or passing. It feels like it's not. I feel like it's almost like you're on a bridge between these two states. So, you know, there's definitely some movement here, and you may well be seeing it already from the way it's making me feel here. But it feels like you've been waiting for ages for your situation to improve, Taurus. Tell us about the abundance, Spirit, please. Tell us about the abundance, please. Whoops. Wow. This one flew. Maybe you've got offers flying in. Yeah, look at you. I love the Queen of Wands, and I love the Queen of Wands in this deck. This is about you, you know, claiming your rightful space in the world, stepping up, feeling empowered. The Queen of Wands is fabulous. They just want me to say fabulous, darling. Because Queen of Wands energy is flamboyant, confident, you know, ready to step up and take action. She is the Queen of Wands after all. And it feels like you're going to be escalating. There's almost like an essence of Empress here. Because it feels like you're really going to come into your own. You're really going to feel empowered. This step up that is happening in your life is going to make you feel like you're on top of the world here, Taurus. You know, this is really you reclaiming your power after being in a difficult situation for a long time. For some of you, this may be about you moving on from a negative relationship that wasn't good for you, and suddenly being able to find your independence and not have someone draining you of finance. For some reason, I had to say that to some of you. So, you know, if that resonates with you, then please take it. Yes, interesting that I chose to say that, because they've given us the Hierophant, and the Hierophant is very much about tradition, about marriage. So for some of you, if you've separated from a husband or a wife, this may well resonate with your circumstances, because you may find that once you've made that break, although it may have felt a bit you know, obviously scary or whatever to make that break, you're actually in a much better position financially, because you're in control of your finances. And this Queen is in control. You know, she likes to take action of her own. She likes to stand in her own power. And she's moved on from this traditional situation. There's also lessons learned here. We see that this particular Hierophant is in a classroom setting. So it may well be that part of the reason you came from these financial constraints into this abundance is because there were lessons learned along the way, which puts you in a much stronger, more powerful position to move forward with the rest of your life, Taurus. Let's see what these possibilities are. What are the adjacent possibilities, Spirit? What advice do you have for Taurus? What advice do you have for Taurus? Whoop, we have jumpy cards again. What's this about? Thank you. Ace of Swords. They're saying to you, if something appears in front of you, as I mentioned earlier, if it seems too good to be true, give it a wide berth. Make sure you use your intuition. The Ace of Swords, yes, it's a fresh beginning, but it talks about truth. It talks about honesty. It talks about, you know, being honest with yourself. because only then, they've just said to me, because only then you'll see the truth. You'll see the reality. So they're asking you any opportunities that come your way. They're asking you to be, just to be honest with yourself, but also to just take a step back to really, really look at this, because things that present as really good and really exciting and enticing, you know, obviously often aren't like that at all. So they're saying just be wary of that, Taurus. Ten of Wands. It's time to put down your burdens. Things are going to get much better for you. We see this. I just love, and I've said it already, this transition from financial constraints to blossoming abundance. Wow, that's really what you'd want to see in a reading if you're concerned about financial situations. So, you know, they're saying listen to your intuition. Make sure that you know, weigh up the pros and cons of any possibilities that come your way. It's not something to jump into straight away. It's your chance to have an opportunity that is really good for you. You know, something that will bring sustained abundance rather than just a bit of abundance quickly. So, yeah, that's what it's about. This is your opportunity to finally put down those burdens and be able to trust your intuition to move you forward. They want another card with the Ten of Wands, so let's just see what that is. Thank you. Yeah, look, I mean, that's exactly what I was just saying. Exactly what I was just saying. You've had a long journey. Look at this staircase. You've had a long journey to lead you to a place where you're feeling secure in your abundance. And the King of Pentacles is the most, in my feeling anyway, the most secure king, because, you know, he has steadfastly worked through, you know, issues or made progress at a steady pace to reach where he wants to reach. And it feels, Taurus, like you've been in that position where, you know, maybe you've been trying different things to try and bring more money into your life, and you've hit a lot of brick walls. Maybe it's left you feeling quite forlorn. And, you know, the fact that they've given us this Ten of Wands with the lights that are coloured shows hope. And this is why they're saying, be honest with yourself about any opportunities that come your way. Make sure you're listening to your intuition. Take your time to do that, because you have the pathway here to lead you into that strong position of stability financially. That is a very clear message for you today, Taurus. Do we need a card for the Goddess of the Moon? What is it we have to look out for? What a Taurus... Is there anything else they have to look out for? Again, it's in a way, it's a word of warning. This Three of Swords card particularly, and this is probably why they led me to this deck. The first word that always comes to mind when I see this particular Three of Swords is chaos. So they're saying, you know, be careful of the things that may be hidden in a situation, which is why they're asking you to take the time to be honest, because it could lead you looking forward into a load of chaos, basically. So be mindful of your intuition, Taurus, and, you know, take that on board, even if it's a slightly slower route, but the abundance is definitely coming. So let's put those to one side for a moment. That is a very clear message for you. It's very direct for you today, Taurus. So I don't feel we need to pull loads and loads of cards. I'm going to pull some Moonology to wrap it up. So it's very succinct today. So I hope it resonated with at least some of you. What's the final messages for Taurus, please? What's the final messages for Taurus, please? Yeah, you see, they've given me 2 here, and we have been bold and make the first move and bring love into the situation. So this is about having that courage, being honest with yourself, being bold in taking the opportunity that you feel is right for you. And the reason they're saying we have woman holding a heart. This is about following your heart, following what feels right for you, and not something that is head-led, that's just a quick win. You know? Oh, I think there's one more. Is there one more for Taurus, please? Don't let pride get in your way. It may be that one of these possibilities that's coming your way, one of these offers or opportunities, isn't what you'd normally consider doing, Taurus. And you may sort of think, oh, is that going to be right for me? That's why we say follow your instinct. Follow, if you feel like in this moment it's going to be right for you, then it's likely to lead you to good places. Because we see on the bottom of the deck, you have a new start coming. So, you know, you may need to take those steps in order to get there, but just follow your intuition, Taurus. That's what Spirit are asking you to do. Okay, I hope you found that helpful. I'm going to leave it there because it was a very succinct reading for you today. So I hope you enjoyed it. If you're still with me, thank you for watching to the end. Please don't forget to subscribe. We have something like 70% of people who watch don't actually subscribe, which is so frustrating because it just really helps the channel and helps you find subsequent readings. So I hope that helped you, Taurus, and do please leave a comment down below if it resonated with you, and I will speak to you all soon. Thanks. Bye for now.